Sacrifice.
All right, folks, welcome to another edition of our Zoom Up. It's our meetup on Zoom. My name is Michael Huggins, coming to you live from Tennessee, bringing you another story of transformation. I got my co-host today. What's up, Scott?
Oh man, I love it. The chat box are already telling us to sacrifice. Thank you for sacrificing for us every day.
Every day, folks, every day, we are bringing you another story of transformation from our community. It's been an amazing journey. We're on, I believe this is episode 99. So go and check out all the playlist and see other stories of transformation, people linking arms with our community and changing their lives. That's what this whole video series is about. It's to inspire you to get off the couch, face your fears, and chase your dreams. What's next, Scott?
Well, if they want to start, so if you're watching this recording, somebody sent it to you, which they thought enough of you to do. They're like, you know what? I think I know somebody that should see this. Get back in touch with them after you've done watching it and say, hey, you know what? I want to go to an intro, which is an introduction to who this group is and what we do around the country, or maybe get to a property tour where you're actually viewing one of our students' deals. Like we do this on a weekly basis. There's maybe thousands of property tours that have done. I mean, I'm going to go with hundreds of property tours since I've gotten started. But introduction, a property tour, or if you're lucky enough, there might be a workshop coming up that you say, hey, I want to see a workshop where you get to see a strategy being taught to all the students all over the country and be a part of that experience. So, you okay there, Michelle?
She came to one of the workshops. She's having a good time.
She's like, yes, he's right.
That workshop just took my breath away.
Somebody Heimlich Michelle. Nobody's gonna see the wave. You gotta speak. It'll activate when you speak.
I muted her.
Say hi, Michelle.
When you're ready, you can unmute yourself.
You're not okay. You're muted. You're
Real
muted,
quick,
Michelle.
folks. So, did we mention that these are live, no edited,
and no raw
baby?
Our 99th one, so we're almost done.
Yes, this is exciting stuff. So, folks, we also got to remember real estate is risky. So, cross your T's, dot your I's, surround yourself with professionals so that you can, swing big. You can really make it big, because if you don't, you could also lose big, and that would just be a shame. So, understand that risk and get educated and surround yourself with professionals. Okay. Now, I'm really excited about today's guest because she had a big role in helping me transform my experience inside of this real estate investing world. You can see in the past episodes, but basically I had $25,000 a year, working 70 hours a week, drowning in student loan debt, and had no cars, riding my bike to work. But I really wanted to make a change. And so I got linked up with a couple people in this group here, our guest Michelle being one of them. And we started doing more short sales. I'm going to let her tell her story, but I'm really, really grateful for her. She brought some great expertise and just some needed experience. We made a lot of money. It was a ton of fun. I'm going to let her share the stories of what's happened. And then the most recent deals, man, it's killer what she's done. So just remember, if I can do it, and Scott can do it, and Michelle can do it, you can too. So come and check out some other episodes.
And also remember that the reason we've been doing this for 100 days straight is because we're introducing you to a way to dot the I's and cross the T's to make sure you're doing it in a safe environment too, right? Yes. So this has been a safe environment for all of us all working together. We're just showing ourselves off to say, hey, you know what? There's plenty of room for you.
That's right. That's right. A rising tide raises all ships. So get in the water with us. Okay, so Michelle is our guest today. She's coming from our Utah team. She's made a lot of progress, so I'm going to let her share her story. Let's give it away to Miss Michelle Torres.
Yeah, baby.
Hi, Michelle. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing well. Thank you. Hi, everyone. So a little bit about me, my story. Before I came and met Renatus, I was actually a realtor for about 10 years, and I we're just doing real estate. And then I picked up a property, a couple of them. 2008 happened to me, and I bought a house, fixed it. And then guess what? I had to sell it. I had to come out of my pocket paying $2,000 just for the buyer to buy it. So I rented it. And thankfully I was able to get cash flow from that, and then turn around. I said, I've got to get more educated on what I'm doing. So I did. I found a company that was out there, and I spent like almost $30,000. It was really hard for me. During that time frame, I just got a 1-800 number. I was lost. And I'm like, I've got to find something to get more educated on doing this, because I didn't want to lose more like I had done here. That I ended up finding Renatus. I called from a roadside sign and found them, went down, met with them. Michael and I met. And then right after that, I would say 4 months into it, we did that deal. It was a short sale deal. We actually, from the time I knocked on the door to closing, and we profited to 23,000 off that one. So I started off into the real estate going with some hardship with the not knowing and being educated on it. After that time frame and getting into Renatus, doing my classes, watching, I've kind of seen a transformation of me just being able to, I purchased a tire business. So now I have 2 tire businesses. Also, I partnered up with another gentleman that's here with Renatus as well. And we've been doing some fixing and flipping properties. Another property that we had done last year, our profit was 200,000. We actually had to take a $30,000 haircut on that. So we made almost like, it was like 190, because COVID happened. And we were like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? We got on the market. We weren't able to show houses. It was just kind of scary going through that. And then all of a sudden we got an offer on it right afterwards. And taking a haircut, our profit ended up being almost $200,000 for the both of us.
That's a weird way to say I took a haircut and I only made 190.
Usually when you're taking a haircut, you're losing stuff. No.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
haircut.
you know, we had to take a haircut in that sense, and it
Keep
was
saying it.
kind of scary.
She keeps saying it. Oh
Okay.
man, she keeps saying
But-
haircut.
Okay, so well, we profited.
Yeah, that was amazing.
It
So
was good. It was a decent. I didn't think we were gonna.
Let me
have
put it in
to-
perspective here. If Michael hadn't met us all, he would have to work 10 years for your haircut.
Right.
True. I'm really grateful for Michael and meeting him and all of you guys and all of us. And you know, the community itself has really helped me grow as well, because with the community, I've actually found lenders, I found people to work with. I've been able to help others been able to help me. And so just that communication with the communities, just being out there, was really done for me a lot.
so
I have a question.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go. Can I go? You go.
You
I
go.
You go. I go. You go. I go. Okay. So, first question, because you said you were a realtor, right? And I meet lots of realtors, right? That are almost what we call too cool for school. Like, I've been a realtor, a broker.
Yeah.
So explain the difference, because there may be other people out there that know realtors and that are looking at this going, I don't really need to learn anything. I know it all. So what's the difference coming from a realtor standpoint? What's the difference between being a realtor and trying to do real estate, and then working inside of this group with this education and doing real estate? Can you give us a sense of that? Because I can't, I'm not a realtor.
Yeah, no, so for me, like I said, I was into it for 10 years before I had found Renatus. And a lot of stuff that I've learned from Renatus, they didn't teach us that as a realtor. So I really got more educated in other structures of being able to do properties. Being creative and doing a lot of other stuff. Just being really creative and being able to structure different types of deals that they don't teach you as a realtor.
Question 2A then, to that question, right, to help you out. If you had a realtor and they're like, wow, you're so successful, and you were going to tell a realtor, hey, listen, the reason you might want to take this on with this community and this education as a realtor, what would you say to that person?
Just the education that they have here and the knowledge of being, it was kind of hard because I guess taking off that hat, being, an investor and that. And so if that's somewhere they want to go to make that extra money, then I would suggest, hey, I think it would be good for you to look into other avenues of being able to.
Let me clear up the question a little bit. I'm going to clear up the question for you. Let me make the easier question. would the
It's
education,
kind of hard to hear. I don't know. It's like my volume's really down, so I'm having
Can you
a
hear
hard
me
time
now?
hearing you guys.
I can hear you loud and clear. So
All right.
Michelle, tap on your screen and put it in speakerphone mode up on the
It
top
is.
left.
It is. It is.
And you
All
can hear
right.
me okay?
can you hear me okay?
Yep. I can hear you guys, but like really low, like you guys are far.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Listen with everything you got.
I'm pulling you closer.
So if I was a realtor,
Mhm.
how would it make my business better? And I don't know the answer because I'm not a realtor, but if you coming from we have a really nice perspective from you. So if you had a realtor say, listen, I think how would taking classes and being a part of this community help their business as a realtor? Can you?
Well, just the marketing and the community itself, that's you're bringing business to yourself. So that's kind of where I took that and perspective as well. As like just the marketing and with Renatus, meeting other investors. What could I do for them to help them out that would help me out? Do you know what I mean? For me, that's how I took it. And so if they're looking for more business, talking with other investors, maybe bringing deals to them or vice versa, them, listing a house for them.
And, you'll either say yes or no. This is going to be multiple choice, true or false question, right? So I tell realtors, I'm like, listen, if you're a realtor and you take this education, you're going to start speaking to investor language. You're going to sound like the investor is going to talk to you, and you're going to be on the same wavelength versus just representing their property.
Okay, I'm gonna
She just
I'm
said
gonna
yes.
pause right here for 1 second. Michelle, put your phone on speaker mode.
It is on speaker mode.
Is it an iPhone?
Yes.
Okay, when you tap on the screen and then the menu comes up on the top left, what icon do you see? See a little speaker guy? Amplified?
No, I don't see. That has a speaker on there.
Now turn it up.
Okay, now
Turn it up.
I clicked on it. I
Okay.
turned up the volume.
Now
Can you hear us?
hear us better.
Can you hear
Okay,
me
yes. Yeah,
Yep.
I can hear a little bit. Yeah.
Better? Like all the way better?
Yeah.
Where's Diane? I see Diane over there. Okay. All right.
Okay, now ask your question again now that she can hear.
Okay. Here's the question again. Okay. I know are you recording it? Pause, stop recording. Okay. It is.
Yep, we're recording.
All right. So the question is from a realtor standpoint, because you were a realtor for quite some time. You did real estate before you were educated, right? With this, I'm not saying as a realtor.
Yeah.
So here's the true, false, or the multiple choice answer. Would learning how to be an investor help them work with other investors as a realtor? Could they up their game as a realtor by getting that language down, understanding the concepts that we understand?
Yes, because like I was saying, there's different things that you can do as an investor that you can't do as a realtor, or they don't give you that knowledge as a realtor, or you're learning that language as an investor. So that's, like I said, is I had to take off two different hats to kind of learn, and it took me a while to learn that. So yeah, definitely.
Okay. Could you help your buyers, being from a realtor standpoint, could you help your buyers and or sellers do better now that you know better?
Yes, definitely.
Cool. All right, so tell us about your last deal that you did. As a realtor, are you looking to find are you looking to find properties the same way, or are you doing it a different way? How are you finding your properties?
I'm actually doing it a different way. I don't go through the MLS as regular realtors do. I'm doing a lot of the NODs. And it seems to be for me that now with Frankie and I, we're actually having a lot of people coming to us from wholesalers, from NODs. So it's just a different source than being just a real estate agent.
So what's that like when people start to know you and they're bringing you deals to buy versus bringing you deals to list?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So what's the opportunity difference for you?
Well, for me to buy, I'm actually, because now I'm doing 3 deals at a time. So I've actually, for being a realtor, I've just kind of put that on the side and use it if I need to list, because I'm doing like 3 at a time. So I don't have that time. There's times that I'm so busy that I'll actually have a realtor that bring it to me. I'll let them list it and be the agent on both sides to listing it and selling it when I'm done. I'll
So
give
you're
them that.
saying that there's so much opportunity on your plate now that you are actually giving away listing opportunities.
Yes.
Wow.
That's a good place to be as a realtor. Hey, I got a question. So let's put this in perspective for people that aren't realtors and maybe just checking out this this group and stuff. How many? So you've been with us now. We calculated this before we started, 8 years, right?
Yeah.
With the group for 8 years. And how many deals would you say that you've done in the 8 years? Real estate deals. I said you own 2 tire shops now. That's awesome. But
Yeah.
how many real estate deals have you done?
Within Renata's, probably just within Renata's, right?
Yeah, by the
As
time you
flipping.
found
Okay.
by the time you
Okay,
found this group to now, 8 years.
Maybe 15.
15 deals. Okay.
Yeah, it's been hard because I have the business and then I've had a lot of surgeries and I've been whacked out.
You don't have to apologize for anything. There's plenty of people watching this that wish they do one deal.
Right. And these one deals where you're getting a haircut.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about 2 deals a year. I mean, there's plenty of people out there that their plate is full at 2 deals a year. They'll do one fix and flip every 6 months. They're like, yeah, I'm a real estate investor. I'm busy, right? They're busy at 2 deals a year. Does that make sense?
Can I say something? And
Please,
during that
yes,
time, it's just
you're
finding it's finding the time because I have 6 children. I have 16 grandchildren and I'm pretty much at home. I've had a lot of surgery. So I've been, and Michael knows, I've had so many obstacles in my way from the time that I was here. I've just used those obstacles as just stepping stones, and it's been hard. So, if you're out there thinking, oh, I've got this and that, just, you can go override them. Just put those those obstacles as stepping stones. And I've done that for many years.
Right. That's the key is you're still being the family person you want to be. You're still being the business owner you want to be. And you're now being the investor that you want to be. And you have this nice mix of time. Whereas I meet agents all the time. They're working 70, 80 hours a week to hopefully close a deal. And it seems like you have a lot more control than the average agent. So let me ask you this. Let's transition out. Tire shop. Why a tire shop? What are you talking about, tire shop? How did you get into it, and how did working with this group help you run your numbers or manage your tire shop? Tell us about transitioning into that.
So it was something my husband wanted to do, and he walked away from his job. And just knowledge from Renatus, I actually started that with $2,500. And I opened that, and that was been 6 years now. And last year I opened up the second one.
Can you give us an idea about the numbers, like maybe value?
And sure, and you know what,
business?
your husband and your relationship sounds like my relationship. Like, you opened it up and you let him work for you. My wife opens stuff up and lets me work for her. It's awesome.
Yeah, I kind of, yeah. So he works doing that. So yeah, number wise, what do you mean by number wise? Like for my profit per year?
Yeah, you said you started it with 2,500. I'm curious, what are you
That's the investment, man. What kind of returns are you getting?
Yeah.
So right now, actually, I guess I could break it down I know last year I paid $280,000 just for my employees.
Wow.
I'm paying my employees that a year.
Wow. That's pretty good. That's a healthy business.
Yeah. So I've been very blessed and thankful, but it's a lot of hard work to try to kind of stay focused on one, but a lot of leverage. I've had to eventually learn that from Renatus as well. Leverage your time for money. So I'm leveraging that so that I'm able to be here and talk to you guys or make my time when I want.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. You said something earlier. You said that they had some health issues. There might be some people that would stop them like, well, you don't understand. I've got health issues. I got lots of family issues. Inspire that person. They're watching you going, hey, you know what? My excuse is I got lots of health problems and I got lots of family. I don't have time. Clear them up.
Okay.
Give it to them.
So health issues. I've actually had a rotary cuff surgery done on my right side. And then 2 years later, which is just in October, I had another rotary cuff surgery done. I've had a full hysterectomy where I was out. Completely out. I've actually had cysts growing in my head where they were going to do surgery on my head. I've been out.
Still managed to do all this. So everybody should not have an excuse.
And then I
Mm,
had
right.
2 little ones that were during this time growing up, were young, where they were like 2 and 4 when I started in here, to trying to raise them, to do all of that. So it was a lot for me. And then I was a diabetic, high blood pressure. I was really heavy, and I actually started with Ron Williams here in the community, and I lost 30 pounds in 3 months, just learning how to do that. Now I no longer take medication.
Awesome.
So
Nice.
it was a road.
It still is.
Yeah.
You're doing great. And you ain't trying nothing. You're doing it. It's awesome.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yep, you are inspiring. The chat's blown up, impressive and inspiring. And that's what it's about, right? You want to live your life, not just be out there trying to make money. You want to have a better life, and I think that's something that we offer here is well-rounded approach to a better life. You don't learn that in college. You don't learn that getting a certificate or a license, and you've been a great example of that.
Well, thank you. Even you, Michael, you know my roads.
Yeah.
There's times I would call him, I'm like, I can't do this. And he's like, yeah, you can. And there was times that I just wanted to give up. And
Okay. All right. There's another
couldn't.
golden nugget here. This thing keeps getting better. So let's get this straight. You had a tough time. You actually called Michael. Did he pick up his phone?
Yes.
There you go. See, you got leaders that'll help you out. So this is a good reason to hang out with this crew. And I want to find out now, Michael started before you, or you started before Michael? Like you
He started
started
before me.
Now, did you introduce her to this? Was it your sign? It was not
No.
your sign.
No.
So did you come in off a roadside sign, Michelle?
Yes, I did.
Michael, how'd you come in?
Newspaper ad.
Oh, really? Wow. I came in off a roadside sign. In fact, I didn't see the roadside. I saw the roadside sign. I told my wife she's nuts for answering it. She answered the roadside sign and then dragged me in. So
Well, I was skeptical because I see what I spent. I've spent almost 30,000 before. And then
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way. And then I kept coming in, and I'm like, you know what? I'm in. And I'll tell you something. I want to say one more quick thing real fast, okay?
it's your show.
So I've started, and Michael knows this, I've started with Renatus, and my sister and I were partners. She fell off. She didn't want to do it. I had to come back in by myself after that. We were almost grandfathered in from the, into it.
lifetime.
So then I had to restart all over. She left. So on my own, I had to during this whole time, I had to come up with another amount of money to come back in to Renatus and start all over again. And I done it.
Yeah.
So if you think it's hard to come up with
Darn siblings.
yeah.
So tell us now, what does the future look like? What are you looking forward to over the next 12 months?
The next 12 months, I'm looking to start some Airbnbs.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. What's the
You
name of
got
your tire
cool-
shop? So if I need tires and I'm in Utah, let's say I break down in
Okay.
Utah.
J&M Tires.
J&M Tires. Who's J?
My husband, Jorge.
Who's M?
Okay.
Jorge.
Who's M?
She's the end.
Me, Michelle.
There you go. Well, at least you put him first on the sign.
Be nice.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for being here today. I know you're inspiring a lot of people, especially people who feel like, man, it's tough. I'm going to quit and throw in the towel. And if that's how you feel, folks, you need to reach out to somebody and ask for some help, because your transformation is worth the work. So stay
Yeah, if
focused.
you ever want to talk, I can talk. I'm available.
There you go. That's the community feel, folks. Thank you so much, Michelle. Congrats on all your success. Thank you for all the
Thank you.
support you've given to our community.
We got 2 more bonus questions before you. He's going to end the recording. We got a couple other questions for you. Cool.
Yeah, so
Okay.
stick around, okay? So we're going to wrap this one up, folks. Another one in the history books. Go ahead and check out the other ones in the playlist, but even more importantly, get back with the person that got you here and come to one of our intros, house tours, or workshops. These are by invite only. They're not open to the public, so you do need to be registered to get those private Zoom links, and we'll get them out to you. And so you can start to enjoy the same benefits that we're currently getting from this community. So with that being said, we're going to wrap this up. Congratulations, and thank you for being here. We'll see you on the next one.
See you guys.